始まったかな? Hi guys. This is just me drawing randomly with watercolor, craypas, and beeswax. Ah.さっきね、インスタライブをやってたんですけど、初めてのインスタライブ。I was doing my first Instagram live just a few minutes ago, but I didn't know that Instagram lives have a time limit of 1 hour. So I kept on talking while the broadcast ended. Is it because of their server capacity? But I really kind of appreciate the fact that there were at least 2 people constantly watching, even though I never really prepared for the Instagram live. Hi, whoever has joined. Thank you for joining. 飾りやすい絵を描いてくださいって言われちゃったから、それを今考えています。I was thinking, what kind of artworks do people prefer in their houses? お花を飾る感覚できっと飾りたいんだよね、絵を。どうしたらいいかなと思って。毎日気中です。Every day I'm feeling up and down, because you know, when you challenge something new, there's always a new result, of course, right? And then that result can be very, very good, or sometimes it's not so good. So every day I'm having like not mood swings, but it's like a roller coaster for me. It's like Christmas みたいになっちゃった緑入れたら。抽象的だから難しい。So I'm just going to have fun. let's see what I can do with this blue and white. Hi, Kim. Thank you always for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me the thumbs up. So this is just a random painting and drawing session that I'm doing. Hi, Nikex. Thank you for coming. This is a very, very quiet drawing session. I haven't had a day off for like about more than a week. So I'm slightly burnt out here. But I really, really wanted to draw, so that's what I'm doing. And I also wanted to share the experience with you guys, so I am online. なんか今日すごく眠い。I don't know why, but I'm so sleepy today. Maybe it's because the sun isn't out. Today is a very, very stormy day in Tokyo. The sun was out this morning, but it began to rain, I think, a few hours ago. And the winds have been quite strong for the whole day today. It's okay, just do it at your own pace. I like watching your drawing. I find it interesting. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. That's like, I think that's the sweetest word that I've received in the past few weeks. I love all of your streams, and watching them when they come out is like a tradition to me. Aww, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, where are you located, Kim? Are you in the States? I think you were saying that you're in the States, right? So I'm assuming that it's well, depending on the time zone of where you are in the States, it's around midnight or no, wait. Is it like 2 a.m. over there right now? Yeah, you're in the States. Are they removing the quarantines in the States? My mom lives in the States, and she says that they're gradually removing the quarantines depending on the state location. And even within the same state, you guys have different quarantine periods. So she said that's very confusing. She said that she would rather have a nationwide quarantine so that she doesn't have to deal with researching. Okay, so which state or which area is now on quarantine? It's 3 a.m. Oh, okay. 3 a.m. on Thursday, right? Probably. So I'm 3 a.m. It's quite late, but I think it's good that it's nighttime, because then, like, watching someone draw is, I think it can put it can be healing sometimes. It's like meditation. I wish I never had to sleep. Like, I love creating my artworks, and I love doing YouTube, and I love like experimenting with different things. Like I wish I didn't have to sleep or eat. I'm a very long sleeper, so I feel that I spend a lot of my hours of the day resting or eating. It's getting dark. I think I'm gonna put a light on, some extra lights. Yes, my state was one of the first to start reopening. Oh, fantastic. That's really nice. Okay, let me try to get a light on because it's so dark. Okay. Is that better? Is that a little bit brighter? Okay. I am back. Where to go from here? So when I did my Instagram live earlier, I drew this, and it's supposed to be a kitty cat, and I have beeswax on it, so I would like to put it like this and then iron off the beeswax and see if it's what's going to happen. Yeah, it's much better. Oh, great. Okay, so let's get the iron to see what happens when I put this and this together. So if you can see like close up, here, all of this is beeswax. So the beeswax should melt off and go on to the bottom half. The bottom half of the paper, what do you call it? The bottom paper, the paper on the bottom, yeah. So let's see what happens. And then I need to, let's see, I need some newspaper so that I don't get beeswax on my table. Okay, let's see if that's okay. And then I get my iron out. Okay, this is the iron I am using. I need to charge it before I use it. So let's get it plugged in. And then I will set it to the very, very lowest heat because beeswax melts at 60 degrees Celsius, which is very low. I think irons go up to 200 degrees Celsius. And I think beeswax starts burning at 80 degrees Celsius, and that's very harmful for your body. So I need to open up the window as well. Okay. It's so humid. Maybe I should take a picture so that I know the before and after. Let's see if I can take a picture. By the way, Japanese cameras all have this shutter sound set so that people don't take, what do you call it? It's called tosatsu in Japanese. So, so because of the shutter sound, people will know when somebody takes a picture. And this will prevent people from taking hidden pictures of other people. I think if you buy smartphones abroad, then it doesn't have the shutter sound. I'm waiting for my iron to heat up. I think it's ready. Okay, so here it goes. Putting my paper on top, and let's see what happens. I didn't think this through, so I have no idea how it's going to look like. Okay, so the part that has melted looks, what do you call it? It gets see-through because it's melting. Let's check what happened there before it gets stuck because, I see. Not all of it is melting off, it looks like. Maybe it's because I don't have enough heat. Okay, let's heat the iron again. I never knew that. Can people disable the noise the camera makes? I think there are apps that you can download to disable the noise, but usually people don't go through that. What do you call it? The only people who would do that would be people who are taking hidden photos, right? That's the only motivation for people to set the shutter noise off. So usually people have their shutter noise on. Sorry, I'm a bit hungry, so I'm eating some crackers. It's looking interesting, but I guess it's not what I expected. I kind of hoped that the full area of the beeswax would transfer onto this paper. Maybe I need to do it a couple more times. Okay, I've never seen people do this to their drawing. Yes, it's something that I learned from going to a beeswax class. And my teacher is one of the pioneers in Japan of using beeswax on their painting. I think it's the only beeswax class that's being held in Japan. I wonder how it will turn out. Yes, I'm wondering too. Maybe I need to set my iron to high because the paper that I'm using is really good watercolor paper and they tend to be very thick. So maybe I will set the iron temperature to middle and see what happens because the beeswax isn't transferring properly. See if it's gonna be better. I have to be careful not to suck in the smell of the beeswax because it's not really good for your, what do you call it? For your throat, for your your respiratory system. Okay, so let's see how it turned out. Half of it came off. Maybe let me try a little bit more. I'm hoping that all of the beeswax will peel off onto the bottom paper. not bad for the first try. I forgot to paint this part. It's okay. So this is how my kitty cat looks like. It looks like an evil cat. And then this is the transfer. I don't know if you can hardly make out the cat. It's okay. It's the first try. I'll try something again. Something similar again. So that was the cat, and let me move on to the next one because I want to make more paintings today. I haven't been able to paint for a while. That's why I'm just so, what do you call it? I was just waiting for my chance to paint. So I actually have beeswax already spread on this sheet of paper as well. Maybe I shouldn't have peeled that one off. I'll leave it on. Okay, let's see. Let's think of something to paint. Or maybe let's not even think. Let's just move our arms. So if you can see, the parts where I painted beeswax is staying white. I need a little bit more paint or red in my paint, I think. Smile again. Smile again. Smile again. Sorry, this might sound horrible to you guys, but I'm trying to create some forms in my painting to create some texture. Forgot to turn the iron off. That was scary. Let's add some gouache. It's okay. It's not that loud. Oh, really? Good, good, good. What kind of drawing will this one be? I'm still thinking about it, but I'm kind of hoping to create something that is close to like decorative flower painting. I've never been interested in creating decorative paintings before, but now that I'm trying to earn money off of my paintings, I'm trying to push myself to create things that people would like to buy. And it turns out that I think most people, especially in Japan, they buy paintings as like it's similar to buying flowers and decorating your room. It's not like an investment. It's more like something nice to have in the room. So keeping that in mind, I think drawing something that's decorative and not that gloomy is going to be important for me to launch my art career. Of course, I will try to draw works that are not always just decorative, but for me, I think I'm at the stage where I really need to try new things and find new people that will be interested in my artwork. So I usually like using a lot of blacks in my paintings, but I will try not to use so much black, since I think the moment you use black, it becomes very, what do you call it? It doesn't stay subtle. I think the painting needs to stay subtle in order for it to be decorative. Okay, I think I'm ready to put additional beeswax on top. Let's see if this is going to work. Again, this is very experimental. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Okay, I need to. Okay. Now. Okay, I'm melting my beeswax. How do you think the colors are so far? Maybe I'll take a photo of it before I cover it up in beeswax again. Okay, my beeswax is starting to melt. Okay, the beeswax is now ready. Let's see if I'm ready. I want to put a little bit more red. Then maybe a bit of yellow. Okay, I think I'm ready to put on the beeswax. Oh no, actually I can't because it's not dry. See if I can dry it off faster by using a towel. Or no, actually maybe a tissue is better. Let's get a tissue. Not completely, but I think good enough. The beeswax is hard again. どうしようかな。It's 5 p.m. So I think instead of putting another layer of beeswax on, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the beeswax be melted off onto another piece of paper. Well, every day is an experiment. Okay, so as I'm talking, the beeswax is melting again. Let's see how it turns out. So I'm going to take a picture of this version before the beeswax melts off. I'm gonna see how it looks after the beeswax melts off. Maybe my iron isn't hot enough. Ah, I understand why I unplugged my iron. Okay, the iron is ready. Okay, so this is the output. So after ironing it, the beeswax part that was masked came off, but I overdid the beeswax because it really soaked through, and the paper is slightly transparent now. So I may have wanted to use a little bit less beeswax next time. But I think the color came out okay. I think I'll try one more time. I'm wondering how this can be used. Okay, so I'll take a picture of this. Matt, nice. What's the screeching noise? Oh, yeah, it's I have a bird nest up on the second floor, and the birds cry so loud. the what do you call it? The chicks just got born a few weeks ago, and they're always calling out for their mom and dad, not their dad, sorry, their mom to feed them. So that's the screeching noise. Okay, so I'll do one more. So this was my third one, this was my second one, and this was my first piece of the day. So one, 2, 3. I'll do another one, hoping this time it turns out better, because I think I used too much beeswax in the previous 3. Thank you, whoever gave me the thumbs up. It's been a while since I've painted, I think. Yeah. I've been wanting to paint for so many days now. Oh no, I think my hands are always colored, and that's why I get my paper dirty all the time. Let's hope that my paper stays clean. Is the screeching quite loud? I think I can shut my window in a few more minutes, because the beeswax isn't on the heat anymore. Kim, you're really a good artist. Oh, thank you so much. How about you, Kim? Do you create anything? Like, are you a musician? Do you paint? Not really. It's okay. Okay, so I'll keep the window open, because I think the beeswax is still in the air, and I don't want to breathe it in. Sorry. And this time I will use Japanese watercolor. And I think this type of Japanese watercolor, it's made of sugar. Oh my god. Oops. It's too windy today. I shut the window. Okay. So yeah, this is Japanese watercolor, and it's made of a mixture of, I think, sugar and pigment. Okay. So I will start with simple watercolors. No, what do you call it? No beeswax masking. Kim, I play the cello and that's about it. You're saying like it's nothing, but playing an instrument is like something that I could never do. So I really envy people who can play instruments. R.I.P. Oh, does that mean rest in peace? Michael, love the red swirls. This looks so pretty. What is this art about? Oh, well, usually I don't really think about the theme, but what I wish for my artwork is to do is to create, I want to put all my energy, like I want it to, what do you call it? I have a lot of energy inside of me that I want to deliver to the world. So I always hope that all of my energy and love goes out to the world. And whoever sees it, if they're sad or if they're in some sort of difficult situation, I just hope that my colors can save them in some way. Because I think I'm the type of artist that has you call it. You can tell me apart from other artists by my colors, the way I use colors. And in regards to drawing actual things like portraits and animals and flowers, I can do that if it's my job or if I'm told to do it. But I personally like just creating random colors and patterns on a white canvas, instead of saying, okay, so here's a dog, here's a cat. Of course, if somebody requests for me to draw something, I would happily draw it. Like, for example, somebody told me that they want me to draw their dog, and this is what I drew. I think it took me about 15 to 30 minutes. So it's not like a masterpiece or anything, but during my streamings, some people say, oh, can you draw this? Can you draw this? And then I try to finish it as soon as possible so that they can get on with their lives. So yeah. So, and I of course do not charge them for drawing things. So I just value the communication that we have while we're spending the time together. It makes me happy looking at it. It feels like bubbles and glitter. Thank you. Oh my god, the dog is so good. You're a good artist. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love my YouTube audience. I was just telling everybody earlier that one of my art pieces that I entered for to a gallery just got what do you call it? They said it wasn't good enough. So I'm slightly on the downside today. And I'm like, okay, I have to draw another piece because I'm not going to take this this judgment from them. Michael, I'm a 3D environment artist myself. Oh, cool. So I make 3D models for video games that our team develops. I'm all about the environment and worlds and evoking a story for them. Cool. I wish I was better at 2D art, especially physical 2D art like that. So you're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. I like digital art as well, but sometimes I just need something to touch. Like sometimes digital doesn't what do you call it? When I do something digital, it's usually planned. There's no like surprising happening sometimes. Oh, sometimes there is, but most times it's very controlled when I do something digital. So and since I've spent so many years working in IT, it's just sometimes very tiring for me to stay on the internet and using PCs all the time. My mind changes to a business mind. I feel the same. So when making a new idea, I usually sketch it out in my book, no matter how rough. It's about putting the idea out and trying new things. Then I transfer the idea onto a polished 3D model for the game, and it works so much better most of the time. Cool. So I guess everybody has a way of using 2D and 3D in their own way. I'm quite interested to start creating animations because I know that the iPad apps out there are so fun to use. Like, it's so intuitive, but it's just I'm doing so many things at the same time recently. So I kind of felt that, okay, I need to prioritize. So either I get my 2D artworks out there selling, or I change goals. And for now, my topmost priority is to sell my artwork and make it out there as a painter. So, but what's difficult about painting in Japan is that we don't have the the culture or the tradition of buying art. So Japanese people like craftsmanship. So we buy crafts which are very intricate, it might be a type of teapot, or it might be a design on pottery, but we don't buy paintings because it's it's not something that we use on a daily basis, right? So I would probably need to put my artwork on top of something in order to be able to sell it. Like, for example, I created a t-shirt, and those are selling much better than my paintings. So that's how the art world works in Japan. There's lots of good apps nowadays. Especially if you have a digital pen. Yes, definitely. The Apple Pen has definitely revolutionized what a tablet can do. I've seen people use apps to bring their 2D physical art to life by, for example, painting the frames on paper, then using the app to make them animate. Yes. That's the kind of animation that I would love to do. So combining 2D with animated animation apps. How is being an artist seen as in Japan? I know in most cultures here, it can be seen as not a real job unless you're super successful. But with anime and games, is it better over in Japan? I think the situation is similar in Japan. There are some people who make a living off of like painting as a performer. So I think right now people don't buy items anymore. Like we're not materialistic anymore. So they buy performances. So if you can draw as a performer, then I think you would get paid. But otherwise, I think it's similar all across the world. I mean, designers make money, and I do homepage designs as well for my friends, and designs for pamphlets and a lot of other stuff as well. So design, of course, works because you're listening to your client and basically you know what your client wants. But artists in general, especially after COVID, since the galleries aren't open and all the contests are closed, there's really not much you can do. But there are a lot of online galleries out there that recruit, that will recruit you if you keep drawing and posting on social networks. Do you have a piece you made that is your favorite or makes you the most happy when you see it? I think the two pieces that I put on my t-shirts are my favorites, I guess. I'm not sure if you have seen my Instagram account, but if you look at my Instagram account, I have two t-shirts that I have on sale, and I have my artwork printed on it. I have a t-shirt with me here right now. I guess so this is the drawing of a sunflower. Then I have another one with a set of lips. I think both of these are on my YouTube channel, so I think you may have already seen it. They're so beautiful. I gave the account a follow. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And then regarding games and animations, a lot of animators can't live off of the salary that they're being given. So I can't really say that animators are successful either. I mean, like it really depends on what you consider what you consider as success. Like the people who work as animators basically work as animators because they want to be animators and they don't really care about how much money they make. So I mean, maybe they consider themselves successful, but I've seen news that basically they can't even get proper housing because the market is deflating. Regarding games, I think everybody gets quite a good salary. Lots of colors, almost chaotic, but in a happy way. Yeah. I love chaotic colors. That's if you ask me what is my theme, that's my theme. Chaos with colors. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to put beeswax on it again. So beeswax to cover the area that I want to leave. And then after I put on wheat beeswax, I'm going to cover it with black ink and see how it turns out. So it looks a bit framed. Okay, I need to make sure that it's dry before I put on beeswax. The reason why it needs to be dry is because I think when you put the beeswax on heat, then the oxygen from the water will splash out. And if you get wax in your eyes, you can never get it out. So you have to be super careful when you handle wax and water or wax and heat. It's nice to paint on a rainy day. I love the sound of rain, especially if you're not outside. If you're outside, I would rather prefer the sun. I think it's getting even darker. Rain is so beautiful. I usually sleep with rain sounds on. Ah, yes. I love rain sounds as background music. Something about being inside, all warm with rain sounds feels so cozy and relaxing. Yep. Good thing that we are inside. I think I put too much pressure on it. The paper is starting to rub off. Okay, so it's time to wait. Waiting is not something that I do very well. But let's put the heat on for the beeswax, I guess. Then maybe at least I can move on to putting the beeswax on. Is there anything that's helped you stay positive during all that's happening in the world this year? You guys? I guess YouTube and everybody who's listening, everybody who's listening to my channel. Yeah, it's been a rough year for me, not just because of COVID, but because of other, like many other things. So I'm still an art student, and next year is supposed to be my graduating year. But since I can't get around to writing my thesis because all the libraries are closed, that's pretty stressful. Number one, that's stressful. And then, but let's not talk about stressful things. The question was about how I'm staying positive. Well, I guess the only way to, I'm not sure if I have stayed positive, but the only thing that you can really do is like take one step at a time. And for me, taking one step forward is usually creating something, whether it's videos or it's a painting. So I guess being able to create things, it has saved me a lot through this time. How about you guys? I hope regardless of YouTube and internet life, you find new reasons to smile. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, let me get my beeswax heated. Oops, sorry, the sound. Okay, one more thing that's helped me stay positive is the radio, I guess. I prefer not to watch TV, especially during this year, because I think it's really, the information is overwhelming on TV. But the radio always lets you, it gives you all the important information, but it doesn't overdo it. So I always keep the radio on. I find a lot of happiness in my art. Music too helps me so much. Yeah, music helps. Like making something new, it definitely helps you move forward, I think. Like you did in your reaction, Carrie's new music was such a happy moment this year. I always look forward to new music by artists I follow. Yeah, definitely. I really can't believe how much it has saved me. And yet I know that all the everybody who makes art, including musicians, are suffering right now. Like when I listen to the radio, in Japan, most of the people who are the DJs on the radio are either musicians or actors, or there's some sort of, they are what do you call it? They're part of some sort of production. So they on the radio they keep saying that how hard it's been for them, even though they can do remote live sessions. It's not really the same. I know Carrie is going to be featured in a video game stream soon, and she said a special announcement will be there. I hope it's music, but I sadly doubt it. Oh, really? Featured in a video games stream? Is that because she's been streaming so much? I think she's doing some sort of fitness game, and she's also doing 動物の森, right? Like Forest of Animals. 動物の森. Come on, beeswax. Let's melt. And I also have to open the window because I will breathe in the beeswax. Let's hope the wind isn't that strong. Yeah, so I think I'm usually one of the last people to know about Carrie's new news. It's usually you guys tell me, did you know? And then I'm like, oh, really? Okay, the wind is strong. She'll be a guest on a Switch game called Ninjara. It's on June 18th. Cool. Ninjada will be hosting a special live stream on the Gung Ho Twitch channel at 6 a.m. BST, where you can watch Japanese pop. Really? Interesting. What's the game about? Have they announced it yet? Okay, now I'm starting to put on beeswax. With the lighting right now, it's really hard to see where I've painted the wax, but I'm gonna do some etching on the wax to create some texture. Okay, and let's see how it goes. Let's see. How well it's going to get masked. Okay. The game is about playing as ninjas, hence the name. But you have lots of colorful and creative weapons such as bubblegum or disguising as an inanimate object. It's very cute. I can see why they got her on. It's visually so similar to Carrie's style. Maybe she'll have a song in the game. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. Having her, casting her as the icon of the game is great. I mean, her music videos are always like a game. Okay. Let's get some black. Let's get some black on my paper. I really hope that the masking worked well. Oh, I forgot to take a picture of it. Shoot. Okay, let's take a picture now. Okay, this process takes quite a few minutes. By the way, I have the radio on in the background. I'm wondering if you guys can hear it. If you guys can hear it, it might not be it might not be good according to YouTube's rules. Not sure if the masking went on quite well. Singing to tiny dancer, this time you feel the castle on the hill. Just a bit more. Sunset over the castle on the hill. Over the castle on the hill. Okay, finally, I have colored everything black, and then I'm gonna melt the beeswax away. So, according to my plan, if the beeswax has masked the paper properly, then I should be getting the unmasked parts black, and then I should get the rest of the colors that I just painted without any black on them. So let's just hope that I did the masking properly. So, I will use sketchbook paper on top, and I need to heat up my iron. And in the meanwhile, I think I need some water to get hydrated. Okay, ready. I didn't even have the time to get hydrated. Just staring at my other artworks. Okay, so let's see if it goes well. Wish me luck. I need to open the window again because I don't want to suck in the melted beeswax. Not bad. Do you like it? Like it? Oh, thank you for staying around. So it's not fully done, but it looks good so far, right? At least I think it's okay. Not bad. I personally like it. I'm not sure if, according to the standards of galleries, if it meets their standards, but I think it's okay. Some of the beeswax didn't come off. What a good night. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kim. I think I could go on forever like this. I think I'll take a break. I might come back later. I might not. So thank you guys so much for watching. So this was my last work for this stream. These were my other works. Okay. All right. Okay, so see you guys in the next stream. Bye.